everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name is 𝓶𝓸𝓬𝓬 and welcome back to my channel, or two if you are new, and today we are doing a Kindle Unlimited haul slash TBR. I did one of these back in January, I believe, and it was really fun. If you guys did not know, I don't know what is going on with Kindle Unlimited. Some people are saying it's a glitch. Some people are saying that they've upped it to 20, and I currently have 20 books checked out from KU. I have no idea what's going on with that, but I am not complaining. That being said, talking about 20 books in this video would be a lot, especially when I haven't read them and don't really know what it's about. So I decided to do a little like Kindle Unlimited TBR slash haul video, but only use buzzwords and explain why I want to read these books. I really don't know much about the plots in any of these, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to say what I know about them. And yeah, I currently have 20 checked out. I'm very excited to talk to you guys about them today. Some of these are very popular, and some of them I feel like not a lot of people talk about. So also, before we start this video, I wanted to show off my shirt. Today I am wearing this shirt from 𝓿𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬 box. It says, "Be a good human, read books, be kind, stay weird, XOHLB." And I'm obsessed with this one. I love black and the pastel blue. And again, I am a rep for 𝓿𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬 box, so you can use my code nayemasreads15 for 15% off of anything in the store. I just really wanted to show off my cute shirt. It is so comfortable, and yeah, I've just basically been wearing 𝓿𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬 in every single one of my videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into my KU haul slash TBR. So the very first book that I have checked out, I have had this book checked out for the longest time, and that is Exodus or something by Kate Stewart. I actually have no idea what this is about. I have no idea whatsoever, because I read the first book and that was Flock. Was confused throughout all of that. I heard that was like a love triangle between two guys. This girl moved to like a small town with her dad, and she gets like with two guys or something, and they're best friends, something like that. I haven't read that book a while back, and I have not read this one because personally I'm just super confused by the way things ended. I know you're just supposed to go along the ride, but I don't know, I definitely do want to read this because people talk about how good the second book is, so I do want to read it eventually. That's why it is still in my KU library. Yeah, I mean, I just have it here. One day I'll get to it, hopefully soon. I think this is with like a whole new love interest. I have no idea. That is here, and I want to read that eventually. I really like the town and the vibes and the aesthetic, so I have this one here. Next, we have Parker by Jack Harbin. I have never read a Jack Harbin before. Everybody talks about Jack Harbin and loves him. I know he has like some princess retelling type of things, and then he has MM romances. This one I know is an MM romance. Parker follows, I think, this guy who's just leaving a relationship with an abusive ex-boyfriend, very toxic relationship, and then I think he moves in with someone, and then that person has like a son or like a cousin or someone there living with them, and so Parker meets this guy and he ends up really liking him, and I think he has to like, I just know that this is supposed to be a very emotional romance where he has to work out things, his like emotional trauma and emotional abuse, and get his mind right in order to be with him. I have no idea. One really good and really sad, so that's all I know, and I do want to read this very soon. It's fairly short. So the next book that I have is Ricochet by L.K. Reid, and I have never heard of L.K. Reid before. I simply saw this like in my Discover Your Next Read little section on Kindle Unlimited, and I was like, okay, this seems like my vibe. It's a red cover, this girl, the vibes are really good. And I started reading reviews, and people were like, this romance was so much fun. It was kind of like a villanelle or something like that, like a sociopathic heroine. I just love those type of things, so I think I'm gonna really enjoy this. I think this girl is like getting revenge on someone, and I think it's a toxic romance, so you guys know I love toxic romances, and it should be a really fun time. The next book that I have on here is 𝓫𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬 by 𝓿𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬𝓬 BDSM relationship. I've just been seeing this one on TikTok, so I downloaded it. It sounded fun and my vibe, so yeah, all I know about this is BDSM, and I think it's a forbidden romance. So the next book that I have is Liar by Tate James, and this is book 2 in the Mass and Kate series. I read the first one, which is Hate, and I really enjoyed that one, and I have this one on here just in case I want to pick it up, because the first book did leave off on a little bit of a cliffhanger, and there are 3 guys that the heroine could end up with, so I'm very curious as to who. So I have that one here. Just whenever I'm ready, I have it on lock. And then the next book that I have is Cruel and Careless by Bailey Nicole, and I'm actually currently reading this book. But Cruel and Careless is actually an MM romance between 2 guys from the wrong side of the tracks. I believe they live in Florida. These 2 guys just don't come from good home situations, and we have people who just are trying to live till tomorrow. They're trying to have fun, do a bunch of drugs, get super drunk, and it's just really not a good dynamic. I know one of the heroes, he just is so completely unwell, and so he's just really trying to live till the next day, basically. These 2 guys meet. First guy has never known that he was like gay or bi. He's just always thought he liked girls. And then the other guy, he's been out and proud for like a very long time. Damon joins Ben's friend group. Obviously have this like tension and chemistry right away, and they start to fall for each other, and it's really good. Very toxic. There is a lot of back and forth and push and pull, which I just love. So I'm really enjoying my time with this. I did cry like literally 13% because I was like, these guys, these people, they're just trying to live till tomorrow, and I don't that's just such a dark mindset to have. Like, they're not worried about their future, they're just trying to make it to tomorrow, no matter what they have to use to get there. There is drug abuse and substance abuse and drinking, like just binge drinking. It's just a lot. Depression, anxiety, and yeah, it's really good. I love it. Yeah, just be aware if you go into this book. The next book that I have is Haunting Adeline by H.G. Carlton. I actually do not know anything about this, except for some people were telling me in my comment section to pick it up. I know this is a stalker romance, which I just absolutely love. I feel like it might read as a little bit of a horror. I have only heard good things about this one so far, and I love stalker romances, so I definitely want to pick this one up pretty soon. And then the next book that I have is Vicious Prince by Rena Kent, and this is Royal Elite book 5. I actually read like half this book and then just put it down a while back, and I realized that I finally just want to go ahead and finish this series. I've read most of the books in the series except for the last 3 books, so I do need to get on that. And yeah, this one follows Ronan, I believe, and Teal. It's very complicated, the family trees. I do really want to finish this book. And then the next book that I have is Hookshot by Kennedy Ryan. This is the 3rd book in the Hoop series. I recently read Blockshot, and I really enjoyed that, so it's time for me to read Hookshot. I'm so excited to read about this hero because we got a little bit of glimpses of him in the 2nd book, and I don't know, it just it sounds so good, because there was this one scene, I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's one scene where he's just like looking at this girl, and the heroine in Blockshot, she's like, who are you staring at? And I was just like, oh yes, exactly, I'm ready. So I have this downloaded for whenever I'm ready. And then also I have Savage Lover by Sophie Lark. I have this on here because that was actually before I got sent the books. This whole shelf is Sophie Lark now, and I'm so excited. So I'm probably gonna remove that. I'm currently trying to read them all physically and then annotate them, because Sophie Lark is my favorite author. So I'm probably gonna remove that one soon, but I do have this on here. Beautiful cover, I'm very excited. And then I have Flow by Kennedy Ryan, and this is the 1st book in her Grip trilogy. I hear amazing things about the Grip trilogy. I hear it's super emotional and it's just a lot, and so I'm ready to cry. So I have a few Kennedy Ryans on here. I'm just in a silly, goofy, emotional mood, so I have them on lock. The next book that I have is Good Gone Bad by Gianna Darling. Now, everybody keeps telling me to read the Fallen Men series by Gianna Darling. I have actually read the first 2 books, and let me tell you guys, it is really not my cup of tea. I know people love it. I know that this is people's favorite series, but it's really just not my cup of tea. First of all, I don't love the whole MC Club thing. I really don't. I find I'm super kind of like uncomfortable with it, just because the way they talk about women, which makes no sense because I read way darker stuff, but I don't know. I've just never been into MC clubs. So the first one I did not like at all. The first one was the one with the teacher student. I just didn't like that. I read the second one. I liked that more, but then I started to get bored with it because it was a lot of talk about the MC Club and I just don't care for it. So people keep telling me to read it and I'm like, you know what? I know people skip around books that they don't care about and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? What I'm gonna do is just go ahead and read Good, Gone, Bad, give it another shot. Hopefully they're not as MC Club heavy, like the politics and all of that with that, because I just really couldn't care less. And so yeah, and then when we get back, the next one after Good, Gone, Bad, another one with the first couple, I'm just gonna completely skip that because I do not like Cressida. I don't like the Sun. Like, I just don't. So yeah, I have Good, Gone, Bad on here. Will it be read? I have no idea, but you guys are hounding me to read it, so I just have it on here just in case. The next book I have is Birthday Shop by 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪. I read one book by 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 and that one was Go Deep. I really enjoyed Go Deep. I thought it was so good. It is a short, smutty novella, and that one is Friends to Lovers. And so I want to read more 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪, so I have Birthday Shot here and I'm just very excited. The cover is so stunning, so I just have it on here for whenever I'm ready. The next book that I have is The Takeover by T.L. Swan. I actually do own this book physically, but I have it on here because I can have like the audiobook when I have it on KU. It's one of those books where you get like a free audio if you download it on KU. So I just have it here so I can get the audio whenever I'm ready to read it. This is the second book in the Miles High Club by T.L. Swan. I really love The Stopover and I just know I'm gonna really enjoy The Takeover. I was hesitant. I said this in my August TBR that I was very hesitant to read this, but everybody talked about how much they love it, so I have it on here. The next book that I have is Mr. Spencer by T.L. Swan, and this is the next book in the Mr. series. Is that the name of the series? I don't know, but I did read Mr. Masters. I buddy read that with Charles from Books on Stereo, and I loved that book so much, so I am ready to start the next one. The next book I have is Ivan by Sophie Lark on here. Again, I had downloaded the next two. I downloaded two Sophie Lark books on my Kindle Unlimited before I got the books physically, and now that I have them, they're just chilling here, but I am reading them all physically so I can annotate them whenever I want to use like text-to-speech with Alexa. I can use it. Next, we have Sacrifice by Katee Robert, and this is the first book in Katee Robert's. Like, I have never been one to absolutely love Katee Robert as much as everyone else. I have read the first two books in her villain series, like The Wicked Villains, and then I also read Your Dad Will Do. All those books were kind of meh for me, but that was all before I had started reading novellas because I would just read them just to read them. But now that I actually read more novellas and I enjoy them more, I think that I'm gonna really like Katee Robert. So I have Sacrifice here just because I have been in the mood for a little vampire action recently. And I believe this is like with a witch and a vampire. Wait, is this even the vampire series or the witch series? I have no idea, but it sounds so much fun. The next book that I have is The Second We Meet by Maya Hughes. I read the first one, which is The Perfect First, and I really enjoyed that one. Nicole has been hounding me to read The Second We Met because she just loves this series. I have really no idea what it's about. I believe it's an enemies to lovers. I forgot the side characters in The Perfect First, so I'm really just going in and along for the ride with this one because I really have no idea. And then the next book that I have is All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I've only read 3 Mariana Zapatas. I've really loved each of them, and so everybody's been talking about All Roads Lead Here, her like newish release, and so I know this follows like a dad. The heroine is recently divorced and they have to live together, forced proximity. I know of course it's going to be slow burn and I just know that I'm going to love it. So, and then the last book that I have is Unhinged by Only James. I know that this is an MM romance and I don't know much about this. I believe it's like this guy and he's trying to get his revenge over someone, and I think each book follows like his brother, each of his brothers. I really don't know. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, download because it sounds so much fun. So those were all the books that I currently have checked out on KU. If you guys want an update video of where I'm at with all these books in like a month or 2, let me know. I'd love to film it for you guys. This is 20 books, 10 books more than the usual KU checkout, so it probably will take me a while to get through all of them, and I usually like switch them in between. So yeah, if you guys want to update, let me know. I know Tamika does update videos for her KU hauls and TBRs, and I think they're so interesting. So yeah, let me know if you guys want an update. Thank you guys so much for watching my KU haul/TBR. Let me know some books that you guys have checked out down below, and if you've read any of these books and you think I would like them, I'd love to know. And yeah, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a big like and a comment and subscribe so you never miss another upload from me. And also don't forget to check out 𝓿𝓲𝓷𝓰 because look how cute. I'm obsessed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!
If I got one thing right, it was you and me.